She sawed the wooden beams to the proper lengths and carefully secured them side by side across the top of the wall frame, forming a tight interlocking surface. This created a sturdy roof section that extended beyond the tree's base, fully covering the part of the shelter that stretched outward. By placing the beams closely together, she ensured the roof would be strong enough to withstand rain and provide solid protection from the elements. took a flexible, sturdy piece of wood and carefully bent it into a circular shape, forming a smooth, rounded frame. With patience and skill, she secured this wooden loop to the front wall of the shelter, attaching it firmly to the main wall structure. This circular frame would serve as the doorway, an inviting entrance that added both character and functionality to the rustic home. Tess' handcrafted shape blended beautifully with the natural surroundings, giving the shelter a unique and charming appearance. Outside the circular doorframe, she added wooden trim along the remaining edges and corners, carefully fitting each trim along the curve and sealing any gaps. The trim was then fastened to the surrounding structure, ensuring a tight fit around the entryway. By adding this trim, she not only reinforced the door, but also enhanced its beauty, creating a clean, finished look while keeping out wind, rain, and insects. Inside the shelter, she placed 2 sturdy wooden planks parallel to each other on the ground, forming the base for a simple bed frame. Once they were firmly in place, she began placing additional wooden planks across the planks, placing them side by side. Each plank was carefully aligned to create a flat, level surface, forming the bed base. This handcrafted wooden bed, though small, was sturdy, practical, and perfectly suited to the natural setting, providing her with a comfortable place to rest after a long day of work in the woods. She set out to gather stones from the surrounding area, carefully selecting ones that were solid and well-shaped for building. Once she had enough, she returned to the site and began mixing a thick batch of mud to use as natural mortar. The combination of stone and mud, simple yet reliable, would once again become the key materials in shaping her shelter, just as they had in her first build. She placed wooden beams across the top, connecting the two arched sides of the frame. Each beam was positioned tightly side by side, forming a solid roof structure that spanned the gap between the stone walls. As the beams came together, they gradually enclosed the top of the shelter, creating a strong and stable covering. She placed two upright bamboo poles at the front of the shelter, positioning them on either side of the wall frame to mark the entrance. These vertical posts framed the doorway and added extra support to the front structure. With this simple addition, she not only defined a clear entry, but also reinforced the stability of the front wall, creating a welcoming and functional passage into her stone and wood forest retreat. And just like that, the second shelter was complete. Nestled between towering stone walls, it stood strong and well-crafted, blending wood, bamboo, stone, and earth into a warm, functional home. Every detail reflected her patience, skill, and deep connection with nature. Thank you for accompanying her. If you like, don't forget to leave a like and a subscription so you don't miss the next videos. Goodbye and see you again.